Um, as always, because I'm aiming to get all the correct deductions for a trophy, that's what I'll be using a walkthrough. Call me a cheer if you want. Personally, I don't care. But if you're like a trophy hunter like I am, then I will actually do it. Oh well. Just got a notification that Fortnite is suing YouTubers. Wow, this is taking forever. I've never seen this game take so long to load. There we go. So we'll continue. A study in green. Now I've never actually completed this game. I started playing it before off stream, but and I've got a chance to finish it because my ex dickhead of a boyfriend. Sorry, my ex-boyfriend, I should say, took my console when he broke up with me. Which means... And I've got a chance to complete it, so... I think I completed this case, I don't think I got past it. I don't think I did case 3.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
Okay, so I've got a weak face. Nah, so if I will. Hey guys, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Cyphyxia. And you can also donate to my Patreon, the link is in the description. Don't forget to say hello, cause it really hurts when people lurk and don't say anything. Just so I know who's watching. Oh, by the way, when it comes up to me playing the bowls, I will not be playing it, I'll be skipping, just because I'm like rubbish at the game.
Mr. Holmes.
Well, that's my
You played
game
very
anyway.
well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me.
Really? Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar. Mayan quiche? Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy. That? Oh. Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
The statue of Tekun Uman.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck. Ah, Mr. Holmes, are you ready to begin the final game?
I still need some time.
Good luck, Holmes.
I lost to the quarterfinals. The green was wet.
The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar. What a spectacular season. This statue is made of metal.
So,
Yes, let's start the final.
Yes.
congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Holmes.
I mean, you could call me a cop-out for skipping the bowling part, but doesn't matter how many times I tried before, I could never beat the guy, so skipping means that I automatically win.
Daddy.
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume.
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do.
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
That's not the one I need. Here it is.
Don't forget to say hi, guys. I can see 4 people are watching, and I really appreciate it, but I'd like to know who is watching. Me posting was just a test to make sure that I could see messages, otherwise I'd have to use my phone. Okay.
Who chased his own tail again? I should walk with you more often.
How is everyone anyway?
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Pshaw. And
Lestrade
now here comes
got
Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I am a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
Traces of metal on stone. Pieces from the pedestal. A piece of the statue's mounting rod. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged. Traces of metal on stone. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal. The case is scratched and dented. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal. Money was left inside the wallet. Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. This spear came from the statue. Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. All valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed. Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke.
Was it I?
He was a club member, and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course, but to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
May I go in the clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police. A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
And what about the statue?
Well, no idea yet. I imagine a thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground and... believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
Haha.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside. You're still here?
I must have missed some because I should have been able to go in imagination mode. Unless I need to try and open the door first and then do it.
Only club members have access.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
There we go.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
There we go, I missed something.
Scratches on the stone.
Don't forget to say hi, guys.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Hi, to Osman. I think I've butchered your name. If I butchered your name, I'm really sorry. What am I doing? Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you'd like, at Cyphyxia, and if you'd like also donate onto my Patreon, the link is in the description.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. Money was left inside the wallet. Oh, Zacharias had already... An ordinary pencil. The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look. Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message. Cursed will be anyone who disturbs the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy. It's not only a calendar, it's a curse. Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed.
Onto the autopsy. Whoa, check his face.
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. These scars are old.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
Oh no, police!
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I have a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
Do I bet?
Since I'm without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonorable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
Oh no, I've got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
What's the word I'm fighting of?
I'm curious to know how you obtained this warrant.
Sir Robin let me in. No wait, Sir Charles let me in.
Sir Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
I protest all you like, Dick.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard. Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank. A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim. The 50th birthday of Lord Stevenson. Charles Yellingham has a large family. Zacharias Greystoke. It's Sir Charles Yellingham, the director of the club. I wonder who this man is. Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowls tournament. The photograph appears to have been faked or damaged. I'll take it. These antiques look quite valuable. These antiques look quite valuable. These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection. It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune. This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut. This metal globe is very impressive. Some bits are missing. 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 The late Mr. Bromsby's collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead. The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection. The late Mr. Smith's collection. The late Mr. Sutherland's collection. The late Mr. Roberts' collection.
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
But in fact you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath. Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth. Aha, there's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases. I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple, but everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal. By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
Well, I know that's not the true one. Because it's too... still plenty of stuff to do, so... we'll put that back to where it was.
Poor Sir Charles. A crime at his club, it's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous. I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Two large boxes. A drawing of Takun Umar. No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue. This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry. Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe. Fresh scratches. A furnace for melting metal. Something large and heavy was dragged here. Two large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takun Umar's statue. Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Takun Umar.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Huh, reassuring. Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Tekun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tekun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go?
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
What's your opinion on Tekun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
You touch right, mate.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
Hey guys, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Cyphyxia and please say hello. Welcome to the stream.
Caitlin's happy Alice is playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson. I need to finish here first.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
I can't help myself. I must open this letter.
Nosy bastard.
It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle. I need to turn on the gas burner first. I need to open it with something sharp. Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible. I need something to apply the glue. That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony. How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Are you enjoying this room at all? Please don't forget to say hello, guys. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home. Department of Tropical Diseases.
May I help you?
This should be the right place. Our man might be here.
That isn't our man.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please. I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
think I messed that one up.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation.
This address is almost invisible. He recently purchased Chinese tobacco. Our man passed by a circus.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Watson, sit, and you'll need to be quiet. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
There's no space for this lockpick.
I don't get it. Let's see. That's why I went wrong.
This door is securely locked. I must find another way in. The balcony door's open. I can't move it in this direction. Something is blocking its path. Others might see nothing here but fence, but there is more to it than that. Something is blocking it.
Ah, I see.
I need a clear path.
I can't move it in that direction.
Right, I see. Oh my god, this is like so annoying.
balcony door's open. The balcony door's open.
I can't move it in that direction. I can't move it in that... I can't move it in that direction.
Oh, this is so annoying. I don't even know what I've done wrong. Right. If I get my ballsed up here, I don't know what the hell I've done. Right, let's see. Right, now how do I get down? Okay. Be right back. Done wrong. So, I was on the right path, sorta. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Now what? Ah, I know what I'm doing now. I've got it, I've got it. Feel sorry this bit's took so long.
Whoa.
Shot, dude, move faster.
Whoa.
Hey!
Holmes, I'm here. Can you let me in?
Christ, did I even get that for? I didn't actually finish this case when I played it before. Because I just got a trophy for it. Sweet.
A Mayan pyramid.
So, and from this point forward, I really don't have a clue.
Marley is obviously an avid student of mechanics.
Oh, my lady alley cat. Well, well.
There's a recurring theme that connects all of these sculptures. Obviously for a dagger, Mayan period, I think. A slot. It appears to be part of some mechanism. I'll need a dagger to work the mechanism.
So I'm going to need what, metal? Death above metal. Right, look, seriously dude, where the hell's all the metal? Oh no, dude.
This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again. This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again.
This is why I hate QETs. They suck.
This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again. This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again.
Come on, I can do this.
This blank has too many defects. I'll need to start again.
Oh fuck it, I'm not gonna even bother me. Yep.
I hope this dagger fits.
If I was the live streaming, I'd probably go ahead and do it on time.
We need to hurry and find out what Mr. Marley is.
Is this like a Tomb Raider I'm playing here?
Another statue of Tikkun Uman.
It can move, but a part of the mechanism is missing. Be careful, Watson, unless you want to be speared by Tikkun Uman.
Marley dismantled these alarm clocks for their parts. It's closed.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Locked.
I need something to open that then.
So, Bernard Marley built a mechanical globe. This globe has space inside. It should be possible to open it.
I must be missing something because none of the pieces seem to fit in that. Let's see. Alright, let's try this again. All gears should work. Okay, so let's start by this one. What is it? But did it not say like three parts of height, 3 levels of height? So I've got to kind. Trying to think. Oh, dude! Didn't realise there was that many. Oh, hold on. Can't see if I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Why are my pieces wrong? I just can't think of where. Oh, fudging hell. I mean... I'm following... Oh, I know. Wrong place.
It seems we found the key to the safe.
piece of a map in metal. This object evidently connects to something else. This part is in solid gold. It's worth a fortune. The statue is in 3 parts. Only the gold is original. Marley must have reconstructed the other 2. It's almost daylight. The workers will be here soon. It's time to leave.
Yeah, let's go to Baker Tricks. No doubt we need to find that good. The joys of being a partial insomniac. I'm always tired and I can't sleep. How's everybody? Just let me know how you are. And welcome to the stream. The next morning. Let's get this stuff changed.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all 4 elements are close together.
Alright, so I'm waiting for... Alright, so that's 1. No. See a horse. Right, so I've got to fix that. Okay.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK.
There go Brook Street.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Yay! Yeah, so on for 21D.
I need to finish here first.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Help! Please help! Help! Please help! Help!
If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. This table could serve as cover. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Whoops. What was I supposed to do? Whoops. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Ask the postcard, please.
Watson, cover me! Watson, cover me!
Oh, this game's a lot harder than the first one.
Cover me!
Okay, I know.
Above
Well, this does got problems.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen. Our assailant escaped using this rope.
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekun man's revenge.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly?
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekun man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
Albeit wife and son, I presume. The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly. 1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala. This model forms a part of another, larger model. This bed is very small.
There's a little bed in a small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. The iron mounting rod is broken.
I think it's time to go back to the club.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
I heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue spear.
Whoa. Right. forward 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left 3. Yes. Right, so again. While this right, so forward 1, turn left, forward 2, left 2, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, right 3, 1, 2, 3, back 2, 1, 2, right 3, 1, 2, 3, back 3, 1, 2, 3, right 2, 1, 2, forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, left 3, 1, 2, 3, forward 2, 1, 2, left 2, 1, 2, forward, forward. Great, I've turned it. Sherlock Holmes is officially turned into Tomb Raider. Oh, what man? Right, move it. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So turn this one. Oh, no. Okay, this is beyond belief. How the hell are you supposed to do this? Yeah, I don't care. I'll be skipping all of these traps. Fucking Tomb Raider. Okay, so what the hell did they hear now? Right, so I can pass in front of at this point in time, I'm definitely not going to be trophy hunting this game. I just want to beat it.
The treasure of Takunuman.
Okay, so what's it say about this? Right, so 1.
No keyhole or handle. There must be a way. The calendar. It was here. So Zacharias, Sir Charles, and Marley have all known about this from the beginning. This is the statuette that Bernard Marley, Sir Charles, and Zacharias all shared.
Right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six, 7, 8. So this should actually open the gate. Damn, Tommy does not got a looking for all the traps. Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Albeit. Oh, you're here with your son.
Yes, obviously.
We have to talk with you, and it involves the police.
I see. Gulliver, go across the road to Mrs. James. This is an adult conversation.
Hold on just 1 second, please.
A pygmy?
As I suspected. Albeit brought him back from Brazil. You were both slaves there and you escaped together, am I correct?
You are. We are companions through life to death. He's more like a brother to me.
It's clear enough now. You and your accomplice are guilty to the murder of Zacharias Greystoke.
They had to pay for what they did. If only I'd had the time to get all of them. But Gulliver only did what I told him.
It's for the judge to decide that. But given the nature of judges, I doubt that he will be lenient towards a pygmy who kills an Englishman.
Oh, thank God that was really annoying. Killed us spent 3 years doing it. With that being said, as usual, each case gets a different stream, so I think I'll give this game a bit of a rest. I will be back playing it probably tomorrow at some point. So until next time, guys, this is Cyphyxia Cybergoddess saying bye, guys. See you soon.